You have arrived in NG space. The fall of the Federation has brought tough times for these robotic lifeforms, but they're usually willing to help. Let's continue. And jump. Distress. Alright, carefully cut this ship out. Yay. Any stores? Should I start using this? No, because if I see a store immediately after I do that, I'm going to be really upset with myself. But once it becomes clear I need some, you know, more shields or anything like that, a citizen's request a danger prior to imminent destruction. The response to the call and remove to assist. Yeah. Oh, crap. This is not good. Yeah, we need better weapons now. Let's hack their shields. And then the Leto rocket is going to come in and wreck their shield system. And then I'm going to hack their shields. And then I'm going to cut a wide swath of destruction through their ships. Ah, I forgot to turn off the auto fire. I just wasted a missile. The Manta ship breaks apart. 2 missiles, 1 drone part, 44 scrap. Attempt to contact the NG. They thank you for the assistance, and when you tell them of your mission, one of the NG asks if you can assist your crew. You're welcome aboard. Hello, Ken! You go on to doors for right now. Alright then. This is looking good. We have a full complement of crew, I think. Piloting, doors, sensors, shields. Yeah. So any extra crew we have is going to be, you know, really helpful. I'm really nervous about this, so I might need to... Oh, explore the asteroid field. A brief exploration yields us the interest. Well, at least nothing bad happened. Let's jump up here. You arrive at a populated sector. One merchant seems to be mass broadcasting a request for a mercenary ship to aid him. Shall we respond? Sure. Great, I was worried no one would respond. My usual carry is days late. I need you to deliver this cargo of drone parts to a small station a few jumps from here. We can't afford to pay another carrier, but they will surely tip you generously. Sure. 5 drone parts. Great, I uploaded their location to your star map. I'm running out of options, so I have no choice but to trust you'll do what you have agreed to do. Sure. Anyway, let's see. Is there a store? It's a quest. You know what? I'm going to go through the rest of the sector without upgrading, but then I really need to start upgrading my stuff. You come across a large trade station. However, as soon as you approach, a warning goes out to all ships in the region. Do not associate with a Federation sympathizer. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. I'm going to search among the stores. Yeah. Anyway. Halberd beam. Go nuts. Have I mentioned before that the most annoying part for me is just the waiting? Yeah, I think I have. Anyway, the ship explodes, leaving a substantial collection of useless scrap material nobody's going to sell to us. So, we're just going to head over here to let's just jump along the outside edge of this sector. It turns out they're excavating equipment cache from the Federation Mantis War, and suggests they might be used to lure the pursuing rebel fleet. If I booby-trap the cache, it's going to slow down the rebels. If I recall correctly, though, I am pretty well ahead of them anyway, so I'm going to secure whatever's in there. Combat drone, which I can end up selling, and 33 scrap. Yes! I feel great about not upgrading my ship yet, because I'm going to see like what they have. The NG can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. The NG hive at this beacon are selling equipment for just that. Awesome! Hermes missile. Let me quickly take a look at my halberd beam. That's 17 seconds. Hermes missile is 14 seconds. Repair blast. And shield traps booster. Emergency respirators. Drone recovery arm. This really isn't what I'm looking for, though. Well, I'm gonna sell the... yeah, it's a good drone, but I'm not doing it. Alright, let's take a look at our quest beacon. Well, not quite yet. We're still a jump away from that. Anyway, the NG seems to avoid this particular node. Nothing happened there. West beacon. You're supposed to deliver... You arrive at the location given you by the merchant. You're supposed to deliver drone parts to a station here. You find the station, then they respond to your hails immediately, saying, "It took you long enough. We have practically no use for these now. I refuse to pay a full price. Take this and leave the cargo in our holds." No, I'm going to refuse. Fine, I was bluffing. I'll pay the full price. That's much better. See, sometimes you just need to call their bluff. By the time you had noticed the rebel ship behind the beacon, it's too late to avoid a fight. Continue. I'm going to hack their shields. Leto missile on their shields just for the heck of it. Halberd beam, drag across their ship. Awesome. As soon as the Leto missile damages their shields, I'm going to have this go. There we go. Then the Halberd beam works its magic. The enemy ship appears to be powering up the FTL. It's trying to escape. You're not going to escape. I'll make sure that Halberd beam go across like this. Come on! Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, the ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material. Goody. Anyway, can we do this? Yeah, we can cheese out another jump in here. There's a black market hub here. If you receive a message, these are dangerous times. If you have military-grade explosives, we'll gladly pay you for them. I need missiles, though. So I'm going to jump to this exit. Alright, next sector we're going to start upgrading, I think. You've arrived at the long-range beacon when the FTL drive is charged. You can jump to the next sector. Continue. Hit the civilian ship. Boom. Alright, onto shields. Leto onto shields. Halberd beam. Have fun. Come on. Come on. Come on. Alright, that's going to take them that much longer to take care of the issue with their shields. Halberd beam is all we really need to do in order to take care of this. Boom, boom. No, miss. Awesome. Let's see, you're at just a bit, and you have completely maximized piloting. Awesome. The ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilian ship. Awesome. They wisely retreated. Sometimes I say they wisely retreated, sometimes I call them, you know, cowards for some reason. I'm talking about my in-game character, the person who's doing all this narration or whatever. Anyway, next sector is going to be rock-controlled or slug-controlled nebula. I'm going to go to the rock-controlled. I'll see you guys there. We're going to do some upgrades if there's not a ship immediately, a store immediately close to us. So, bye-bye.